Warning, the Stone Age Gamer includes a lot of bad language. Cover your mother***ing ears.
Oh, God. All right. What? I totally forgot what movie we were doing on the next theater near you. I was looking at the Geekade YouTube channel because there's a fucking anomaly on there. Typically speaking, the Geekade podcast, like, SAG gets like between 20 and 50 views on YouTube, which I think is pretty respectable, all things considered. Yeah. But the Geekade stuff gets like, 4 views, 5 views, 8 views, not much. Some of the Waveback stuff gets over 10, like, 13 or so. But then our, Theater Near You, episode 7, which was about Encino Man, is currently at 215 views.
That's wild.
That is fucking weird.
Who fucking likes Encino Man that much?
People like Pauly Shore, or at least are interested in Pauly Shore. I don't know, man.
God, I hate Pauly Shore.
Paul is trying to convince me and Sean to start a spin-off podcast about the Pauly Shore cinematic universe.
I cannot think of anything I would rather listen to less than people talk about Pauly Shore movies.
Pauly Shore talk about Pauly Shore movies.
Oh, God. Nope, that's it. Yeah, that's what I would rather listen to less.
I found it.
There it is. That's as bad as it gets for me, though. I fucking hate that guy. Oh my God, I don't even know why. I have like a whole body reaction when he's like, go get the wheeze. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Dan? No, I don't want to wheeze anybody's fucking juice ever. That guy can tell his story walking. I don't mind telling you.
Well, we can't lose this gold. Good evening, and welcome to the Stone Age Gamer podcast. Evan, I think you just need to start the show at some point when we were having that conversation. Just that's the start of the show. But anyway, good evening, and welcome to the Stone Age Gamer podcast. I'm Kris Randazzo, and joining me tonight is poultry professional Dan Ryan.
I thought you were going to go with another Pauly Shore joke just off the top of your head, and I'm glad you didn't.
The Pauly Shore poultry professional.
Oh, blech. Pauly Shore aficionado.
Next week is Thanksgiving, so Dan and I will be wheezing the juice.
I hate you so much. I really do. I did. Like, I put my phone, like, I just,
Buddy.
I'm fucking angry now. It's going to be a very angry podcast.
Well, that's good, because Dan and I are going to be discussing video game birds we want to murder and cook. Don't forget the stuffing, because the Stone Age Gamer podcast starts now.
Oh, that's so threatening.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Hi, everyone. This is episode 386. It is the week of November 19th, 2021. We're almost out of 2021, and I'm still not used to it being 2021.
No.
Like, as a number to say at the end of a sentence, like...
Nope.
We're like 96. Yeah, remember that was just... It was
so
easy.
It was good.
Now, once it reached 2000, things got confusing, but now we're like... How am I supposed to sell? It's 2022. That's just not, it doesn't roll off the tongue. It's a very unnatural. I think we need to start over.
I agree entirely. 100% on board. Enough of this.
We need to start back at 1. We need we've been in AD for so long. Like, come on.
We should come up with something new.
Yeah, like AF.
Sure. What does AF stand for?
After France.
After
Which means
France,
we have to nuke France.
Well, I mean, they've had a good run. That's just, it is what it is.
Yeah, we'll miss the baguettes.
Will we, though? I mean, because I feel like we can still make them.
I guess that's a valid point. We can still make... There's nothing stopping us from
French bread. I can go to ShopRite. Every time I'm in ShopRite, they're like, hey... Remember our baguettes? Fucking buy one. I'm like, Jesus, all right, guys, that's very aggressive. No.
Is it? Wait a second. This just in. News flash. All right. Evan is now informing me that this is episode 385. For the past 2 weeks, you have said the wrong number. I don't believe you.
I don't know.
Let's see. No, he's absolutely right. Last week's episode was indeed 384. I'm looking at the artwork that I made that said 384 on it.
Yep.
I love you too, Evan.
That all checks out.
Yeah, let me update my script. 385. There we go. So this way, when I do this next time, I'll know just how wrong. Wow, I've been wrong for a little while. This is a good time.
You really have, and nobody's called us out on it.
I'm good at being wrong. I don't think anybody cares.
Yeah, I don't think it matters ultimately.
Yeah, I mean it matters to us who are organizing it. Outside of that, though, doesn't fucking matter.
No, really doesn't. It's more of a just like a dick measuring contest. Like, oh, how many episodes does your podcast have? Bah, amateurs.
I tell you, that's one of the lines from what's the word? Taken, that gets used in this house like really more often than you'd imagine. Is Liam Neeson angrily yelling, "Now is not the time for dick measuring." And it's Karen who says it like all the time.
It's a really good line. That was actually you're not known for your impressions, Chris.
That's true.
It's very true. But that was a pretty good Liam Neeson.
I wasn't even trying.
I mean, I think that's why you nailed it. I felt like I was on the phone with him, and you were about to be threatening me about your fucking set of skills. I was pretty excited about it.
That's where you'd lose me. I mean, I have a particular set of skills. I'm going to beat Mega Man 3 in front of you.
I'm going to play Mike Tyson's Punch-Out with my eyes closed, so you're going to be so blown away while that's happening that my son will fucking pickpocket you or some shit. I feel like that's what you should be training them for. You should be training little thieves, Chris.
Oh, my son. My son. I love that little guy. He's having some serious self-esteem issues. Is he? It's been really rough this week. I just don't think...
That sucks, man.
I don't think he thinks he's a good kid, and he's such a good kid. He's like a really, really, really good kid, and he just beats himself up all the time. It's been a mentally exhausting week.
And it's only Monday. Shit.
Well, over the weekend, we took the kids to get vaccinated, and John was just... He's just deathly terrified of needles, and I talked to him about it a couple days in advance to try to get him to process it, but even it was just a couple of days of him being constantly stressed, and it just manifested in a lot of bad ways. The poor kid just gets so trapped in his own head, and then the shot was over, and he was like, "Huh."
Oh.
I don't know what happened. The last shot he got a few weeks ago. He was like a wreck for the rest of the day. But
that's so weird.
I think something just went wonky with that particular shot. You know, sometimes shots are just wow, that fucking hurt. What happened? What did you do? That's not how shots usually go.
Why did you punch me with the needle? That's not how you're supposed to do that.
You're not supposed to put it in a fist. What are you doing? It's not brass. Why do you have brass knuckles? What's up with it?
I don't feel like this is FDA approved, sir or madam, in this situation. Not to be sexist, you know.
You got to find joy in your job where you can.
That's what I do. I punch bitches with fucking brass knuckles and inject them with life-saving medicine. It's a very specific thing I'm into.
I'm really into sending violently mixed messages.
Come here, you fucker. I'm going to protect you. Like, what? I don't get it. I don't understand. I'm scared. A little turned on. It's weird. Jesus. Yeah.
I'm thirsty this evening.
Well, I'm very sorry that he's having self-esteem issues, man. That's hard. It's hard being a kid, man.
It is. And he's
it's hard.
He reminds me so much of me when I was his age, and because he has absolutely zero concept of being cool.
Sure.
And it's one of my favorite things about him, because a bunch of the kids in his class, they've got that concept. They do things to try and be cool or act cool.
Right.
John has no concept of it or even interest in it. He just wants to be a kid. And I love that so much about him. And I remember when I was a kid, when I had that more or less beaten out of me by bullies at school.
Yeah.
And I just dread the day where he runs into a similar problem, where somebody starts actively bullying him or teasing him, and he starts to like get in his own head about that kind of stuff. And like right now, he just wants to play, and it's the greatest thing in the world to watch. But him beating himself up over not knowing every answer on his homework, or just feeling like he's not good enough, and I don't know how to combat that. We've never given him any reason to doubt himself. We're always very supportive and all that jazz. But
people are just people, though, man.
Yeah.
Like there's certain amounts of parenting that can, fucking massage some of that shit in one direction or another. But like, people have different personality types. Like they're fucking, that's just the way they're wired, It's okay. It makes some people have a really fucking hard ass childhood, and then they're, successful adults because of it. Like it's just,
look at me
it
now.
is what it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? Look at us. We're fucking living the dream.
We're rolling in it.
Just rolling in something.
My chair's on wheels, so.
Katie was very similar to that too. She's kind of grown out of it a little bit, but she, like once we kind of figured out, like, oh, like kid has OCD. Okay, cool. Like there's a way to manage that then, But like when she was a kid, little kid, she's still a kid. But like when she was a little kid, it was just like, Jesus Christ, Katie, like don't beat yourself up about this. It's not that big, like it's just not that deep, dude. And she's like, no, it's not the way it's supposed to be, blah. Like she would have meltdowns and shit. I'm like, once we figured out, like, oh, okay, this is what's going on. So like, okay, we can work with that. When we see it coming, we can prep for it and be like, all right, take a step back, remove yourself from the situation and like kind of coach her through it. But that comes with age and maturity,
Yeah, which, he's 8, so.
He's 8, yeah.
He's got a ways to go.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully, what's kind of nice about it is that pretty soon, that stuff really starts to, like, make sense to kids. Because, like, my girls are only 4 years older. Like, it's not a huge difference.
Yeah,
but the difference between
4 years is...
that's what I was going to say. The difference between 8 and 12 is gargantuan.
Yeah.
Like, that is, I mean, we are talking completely different fucking sports. Like, not even the same fucking ballparks, different sports.
It's like you're comparing the sport of football to a ham and cheese sandwich. Like,
yeah, like, it just could not be any... Well, I mean, football and pigskin, there's some similarities there.
Some connective tissue.
There's some Yeah, I see where it's going. But, like, this delicious connective tissue. And, like, down the road, 30 and 26, like, who gives a shit? That's fucking nothing. That doesn't matter. But 8 and 12, massive difference. But he's on his way.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, if he ever goes back and listens to these old podcasts for some goddamn reason, I hope he knows how unbelievably proud of him I am. I just could not possibly be more proud of that little dude.
He's a cool kid, man.
He really is. He's got a really good head on his shoulders.
Because he doesn't give a shit.
He does not.
Like, that's what makes him cool.
He gives a shit about the wrong stuff, but I mean, he's coming up with making all these Lego gyroids now, which is hysterical.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's just pure imagination. But anyway,
awesome.
let's steer things back around to some more positive talk here. What have you been doing? Have you been playing any of the video games?
I have, actually. I mean, apart from the show and pad, I actually just fucking cleared this insanely hard dungeon in pad today. Like, I've been trying for like 2 weeks to fucking beat Mysterious Dimensions. And And I was like, man, I just kept like banging my head against the wall because it just wasn't like, I just wasn't doing enough damage, which is like this game has kind of hit an absurd level where I have two cards on my team are double damage cap equipped, which means that when I max out their damage, these two cards each hit for over 4 billion damage a piece, right?
I can't even. No, you keep talking.
I mean, like, we're talking absurd damage numbers. And I wasn't even getting close. I was whittling down the health bar of the enemies. And I was like, man, this is just, I don't fuck. Because, like, I don't suck at this game at all. But this is taking me, like, 2 weeks to fucking figure out this dungeon. And we are currently having the Adventures of Dai. I believe is how you pronounce it. It's the Dragon Quest anime that is in Japan and making its way over to the States if it hasn't already.
I feel like I've heard that's really good.
I've heard it's really good too. But there's a collab with it right now. So like I rolled a bunch of stones in it and got one of the characters from the show. I assume he is the villain, or one of the villains. His name is Baron. I was like, let me put this card on my team. He seems really good. His active skill is really strong. I think it'll help me get further into this dungeon than I have so far. And I fucking beat it. I was like, oh my god, yes! I'm a fucking puzzle god. Like, I'm so excited, to like finally get through this goddamn dungeon that's been pissing me off. So I was fucking really, really happy about that today. And I got 85 stones as a first clear reward, which is very exciting. Because, like, I'm just collecting stones now because I have most of the cards I want, so I'm up over 600 stones again. That's cool. Because we never got
damn proud of you.
Thank you. I mean, we never got the Marvel collab. We're not getting Star Wars. That makes me sad in North America, so I'll just keep saving my stones for something else. But, like, what's nice about it is that I'm at a point in that game now where if something comes out that I really, really want to get, I can afford to go after it without spending money. You know what I mean? Like, It's like, oh, this is going to take, like, I mean, I might get it in, like, 200, 300 stones worth of rolls. Like, I can do that and still have a decent chunk left over. So that's kind of in a nice place to be. But what I've actually been spending more time with, I bought because it was on sale. Might still be on sale on the PlayStation Network anyway. The Castlevania Advance Collection.
Oh boy, yeah, that's been on my wish list.
It was like $15.
So worth it.
And I was like, dude, I would pay $15 for Aria. Like just on its own. So I was like, all right, and I get 3 other games on top of it. Like, yeah, 100%. So I'm just going through them in order, and I'm about halfway through Circle of the Moon, and I'm really curious to see how my feelings, because we talked about it, right? And we talked about how it doesn't really hold up as well as the other ones. Not that it's a bad game, but it doesn't hold up as well as the other ones. And like, I'm playing through it on the TV right now, and I'm like, man, I really fucking like this game.
I mean, yeah.
Maybe I was wrong. I don't
think that we're wrong. It's just that the other ones hold up really well.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're going to find out.
This is really good. I played through that one not that long. Maybe like, 5 or 6 years ago, I was playing through that again.
Yeah.
When I hit 3DS. Maybe a little bit longer than that. And I just absolutely loved it. It was great. I didn't finish it, though. But I really enjoyed my time with it because it is a really good game. So we're judging degrees of greatness. Whereas, like,
yeah,
I think Aria of Sorrow is just like, it's just that much better.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm sure that I'm still going to think Aria of Sorrow is that much better. Mm-hmm. But, like, I really am enjoying playing it on the TV. It looks great for what it is. Like, I've got the picture, and like, because I don't give a shit about like pixel perfect and any of that. Like, I fucking miss me with that shit. I've got the picture like stretched out to like fit and fill the entire screen.
Ew.
So I've got this Game Boy Advance game. Nah, dude, it's great. Ugh. I've got a Game Boy Advance game stretched out on a 70-inch TV. It's fucking awesome.
I mean, I'm all for it being blown up and being all chunky and pixely, but as soon as you start fucking with the aspect ratio, no, that's not okay.
I'm fine with it. I am not a purist.
Similarly speaking, it's not even a matter of being a purist. It just doesn't fucking look right. It was like, it reminds me of the old pan and scan shit with like, you'd see a movie on TV that was like squished to be a widescreen or stretched to be widescreen from a full screen something or other.
Well, the only thing that really gets to me playing these games, and it's just a factor of their fucking original design. On certain areas of the game where you can jump and the entire screen moves up because you don't see enough of it. Like, it's a very jarring jump up, like, which wasn't nearly as bad on the Game Boy Advance, right? But
yeah,
it's one of the weird things about the Castlevania games on that system is that the Game Boy Advance was much more suited to horizontal exploration, and there is just a fuck ton of verticality in these three Castlevania games.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a weird choice that they chose to fill the top to bottom space in such a way as opposed to the left to right, but I don't know. It's really fucking good, man. It's a really good collection. Just going through, like, listening to the fucking soundtrack, and it's just really good. So
really good music in there.
Enjoying the shit out of it.
It's funny that you mentioned the whole widescreen pixel perfect thing, because I had an issue with something I bought. I bought the Zelda Game & Watch because I got assigned to review it for Nintendo Force. I was like, well, that's all the excuse I needed, so
done and done.
Went out and got that thing, and it's really cool. I'll talk a little bit more about it later, but I was playing I loaded up Link's Awakening, and it was stretched to fill the screen, and I was like, I hate this. Everything looks wrong. It's driving me crazy. But then I paused the game, and there was an option to squish it to the original aspect ratio, and I was like, oh, look at that, it's perfect now. I love it. So happy.
That's funny.
Sorry to interject.
No.
Go on.
And then I did spend a little bit of time today. I have to totally rearrange my game shelf because I got a package this morning from the Stone Age Gamer.
Yes, you did.
That I thought was for Tiff. Because I didn't even notice, like, that I was going to work this morning at like 7 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh, there's another fucking Amazon box out here, and I just like picked it up and put it on the table. It's like, there's a fucking package for you. I texted her as I'm leaving. Like, I get a text like an hour later after she dropped the kids off at school, and she's like, this is for you, asshole. I was like, oh, is it? I didn't order anything. She was like, it's a fucking Stone Age Gamer package. I didn't fucking order anything. So yeah, some mysterious benefactor gifted me some fucking sweet ass bit boxes for my Mega Man games and some cool t-shirts. I'm wearing one right now, the fucking brown one with the controller and the dinosaur on it.
Oh, nice.
I'm super into this one, and they're really comfy too. Like, I got to tell you guys, I know I give Kris a bunch of shit for it, and I give Ryan a bunch of shit for it because he doesn't pay me. But this is a really nice shirt. Like, they're really good, like, comfy quality material. But, like, I've got all these sweet bit boxes now for all 6 Mega Man games, and I don't know. I got to totally rearrange my video game shelf.
Well,
which is a good problem to have.
The next day after we recorded, I contacted Andy and was like, so Dan needs some bit boxes. Can you hook a brother up? And he was like, yeah, sure. What size t-shirt does he wear? I'll throw some swag in there too. Did he send you beer koozies by any chance?
I got a beer koozie.
Okay, good.
All right. So here's what was in the box. I got the 6 bit boxes, 2 t-shirts, a beer koozie, a pin, a couple stickers that are now the kids immediately took and put on their iPads, some magnets. I got a Zap Pack video game cards. Which are just the worst artwork I've ever seen in my life. I did, however, get both Billy and Jimmy in that pack, so
nice.
I think I might send them off to get graded. That seems like a worthwhile use of money, right?
Absolutely.
Like sending the Billy and Jimmy fucking Zap Pack cards. They're so bad. They're so bad. But I'll send them off.
Worse than 90% of the NFT art that's out there.
So much worse somehow. I'm not sure how it's possible. It's so much worse. But I might send those off to get graded. Legitimately, I am considering doing so. Because I think that would be. I just think that would be hilarious. I don't know if they would actually grade them. I have no idea. And then there was also a fucking Nintendo tattoos with a stick of gum in there from 1989.
Oh yeah, that's usually the kind of like the Nintendo tattoos. They'll throw some of those in when they send me products to review. They'll throw some weird stuff like that in there. Like the last time they sent me stuff, they included a large quantity of pineapple now and laters.
That's fun.
So that's a thing, but I'm glad fun. They sent you that stuff. You mentioned that, and I was like, okay, we can fix this. This is a problem that needs to be solved. So
yeah, no, and these are great, man. I really like them.
They're really nice. They're really nice things.
It's a quality product. It is, and what I like about it is that it is not at all like a Nintendo box.
Yeah, at all.
Like it is a separate thing.
Yeah,
but
it's
it
like
looks
those
really good.
Old Disney VHS tapes, except higher quality.
Yeah, they're clamshells, man. Yeah. Like it's cool. They're good, and they're good. They're very clicky. I enjoy opening and closing them.
I like that you can fit all kinds of weird shit in them. I wish we made ones for Atari games, but like Atari games aren't worth a lot. So like,
right.
I think that was the conversation that they had. Like, yeah, that would be great, but these cost a lot to make because like we had them made. These aren't an existing product. Those are things that Ryan they designed
came up with
a bunch of different things. Like those, I think the NES ones also fit like Famicom and a bunch of other stuff. Like there's like the Game Gear ones, I think also fit TurboGrafx 16 games. Like there's just, we made those specifically for our purposes. So
yeah, you can see like there's some there's some notches in here where like not only does it help you get the game out, but you can see where like, oh, I could definitely put like it would fit. It looks specifically designed for another game.
I know the NES ones are definitely NES and Famicom. Let's see what else do we. I think I did a whole test of these things, but let's see. It does NES carts. Man, why isn't it saying it on here? It fits all NES style carts, Nintendo Tengen, Color Dreams, Wisdom Tree, etc. And I'm not seeing a listing of the other stuff on here, and I'm not going to watch my video while we're talking. But yeah, I went through and grabbed a bunch of like my other cartridges. I forget which one. One of them I found fits Jaguar games pretty well.
Oh, that's wild.
I didn't find any that worked well with like 5200 carts or 2600 carts, but like the Genesis ones are designed to fit like the regular Genesis games, the EA Genesis games, and all that other kind of stuff. It's fun.
They're really sweet, man. It's really, really cool.
Well, I'm glad you got them. I'm glad you like them. I'm glad your Mega Man games are safe from your beer cans.
They're so much safer now. I know, now I can just put the beer cans directly on the bit boxes.
And like, you can wipe those off just fine.
But yeah, like I
handle it.
I brought them downstairs and I was like, oh my god, I have to rearrange this entire fucking shelf now. And now I need to get more video game shit, I think.
Oh no.
I know, it's the tiniest part of my collection of like shit that I have down here. I have more wrestling stuff than video game stuff.
The video games that you want and that you play are digital. Like you've got a bunch of games. You've got all the games.
Oh my god, I have so many. It's absurd. But like I can't have digital Marvel Legends. So
that is true. And what would be
they're taking up space.
Yeah. No NFTs for you, sir.
That's right. I see you, Frogman. I see you looking at me and your fucking stupid frog costume. It's great. Love that figure.
You're like, your token's
so awesome.
Fully fungible.
I do. I love fungible. Like, I'm a big fungible fan. I still don't get it. I don't get it either. I hate the name. I hate somebody at Evan's wedding was outside talking about NFTs, and like I wanted to punch him in the face, but it was Evan's wedding, so I didn't.
I'm glad you didn't.
I felt like I should have, though. They're
such a fucking scam.
Oh my god.
They're just a scam.
They
can't not be.
No, they have to be.
Every single explanation I've ever heard from people trying to explain it, no, these are a great thing. Even no matter who has explained it to me, it's like, you don't own anything. You own a thing that somebody wrote that says you own a version of this thing, but if I right click and save that one, then you don't own the one that I just right clicked and saved.
Yeah,
so you don't own anything. You own a thing that somebody said that somebody says you own a thing, but they don't necessarily even have somebody likened it to that other scam, the fucking name a star.
Oh yeah.
It's like the same thing. Like, oh, I'm going to pay this company and they're going to say that I own this star. Well, they don't have the fucking authority to say that they own a star. They don't own the star to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, you're just paying somebody to give you something that says you own something, but there's
you just print it up yourself.
Exactly. There is nothing behind that. You don't actually own shit.
Yeah. And what are you going to do with that? That's fucking mine. Don't look at it.
I don't want to look at your stupid fucking monkey picture. It's ugly as shit.
I was looking at this one. I was looking at the other one. No, and like apparently they're terrible for the planet.
Yeah, because like they're all about farming cryptocurrency, and that's the computer processing that does the whole like cryptocurrency farming thing uses up a shit ton of electricity because it's really like it's very complex computing, I think is the words I'm looking for. So it requires a lot of electricity. So it's NFTs and cryptocurrency is all just horrible all around.
It's the first time in my entire life where I felt old.
Wow.
Like,
lucky you.
I just don't get it. Like I don't understand it. I'm not fucking stupid. I'm really smart.
That's why you don't get it.
Oh,
smart,
okay. That's
this
fair.
isn't. I don't think it's for smart people. I think it's for people who are trying to get away with something.
I am trying to get away with things frequently. Ask Tiff. Look, don't put your fingers there. I'm like, whoa, it's all right.
I just baked that pie.
That's often. God, it's like you're in our bedroom. It's very strange.
Every night, Dan goes to bed, pie is cooling on the windowsill.
Yeah. Let's go with that one. I don't know. No, man, it's just like, it's legitimately, I felt like somebody trying to explain NFTs to me is the same way I felt trying to explain how to fucking, like, set up a VCR to my grandmother. And I hate that feeling. Hate it so much. Makes me violently angry. But anyway.
I understand, but this is one of those situations where I don't think it's you. I think the problem is NFTs.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% sure it is. I'm 100% sure. Because, like, I get it. I get the concept of it. But why? Why? Just get a fucking job. Like, is that...
Well, there you
does
go.
That make
That's
me an
the
old
point.
man? Just
That's
get a fucking job, you asshole.
No, I don't want a job. I want to prove that I'm smarter than everybody else because I now have a bunch of money and I didn't do anything for it.
But you're not. You're a fucking thief. Go get a job. I hate being... Don't make me... Look, you've known me forever at this point. Am I the fucking go get a job guy?
You are now.
I am now. You guys have been these damn young people have made me old, and I fucking hate it. Just go get a job, you pricks.
Old man yells at clown. Sorry, I gotta fix something under my desk.
Chris, where did you go?
I'm down here. There's something under my desk. I gotta move it.
I'm somewhere where I don't know where I am. Should you try the bathroom?
Nah, I put the little disc underneath the leg on my desk to stop it from like scratching up my floor. And somehow that little disc had come like lodged out the back. Like it was just sticking out the side and I had to fix it. It was driving me crazy. Anyway, is that all the stuff you've been playing?
I think so, yeah.
All right, then I'll take a turn. I'll take a swing. Yeah, I got some interesting shit going on. I've been playing a fuckload of Animal Crossing. Oh my god.
Back in, said Jesus.
So
back in.
I gotta look at this. Hold on. I just realized that I could do this on my phone. How many hours did I put in yesterday?
Oh.
Because it was on for a lot of time.
I don't like to look at those kinds of numbers. They make me feel things. How much did you play the show yesterday? Oh boy.
Well, see, yesterday was a thing because okay, I guess it wasn't that bad. Oh, Saturday was 3 hours, and then yesterday was 2 hours. All right, that's not as bad as I thought.
Amateur. How dare you?
Because the over the weekend was like restructuring flowers, which are a fucking problem.
Yeah, that's.
I went through a lot of shovels. Important. I've gotten to the point where like, all right, I have things I want to do with my town. All right. I have ways I want things to be organized. I want to build some things. But the problem is I was trying to get that 5-star rating and Isabel was just like, you need more flowers. Like people are saying you just need more flowers in town and you'll get your 5-star rating. And I'm like, there are flowers fucking everywhere. Like
everywhere, Isabel.
Too many goddamn flowers. So
twat.
Now I'm just wow.
Did you call her a twat? That might have helped.
Well, I got the 5-star rating, and I don't care if I drop below 5 stars again because I'm not paying attention to that shit anymore. What matters to me now is making my town look the way I want it to look. So I've taken all the flowers and I've pared down the numbers considerably, and I made one field that has all the different kinds of flowers in it, all organized by color. That took a lot of time. A lot of patience. Still collecting gyroids. Got a nice collection going on. Filling up my... Honestly, being able to hang gyroids on the wall just was game changer.
Yeah, that's pretty spectacular.
Wonderful. So that's been fun. I finished building my garden. I finished getting all the shops on Harv's Island, which Red is pissing me the fuck off because... I'm now at the point where I'm buying fake art just so that he'll get new stuff the next day, which is more fucking fake art. Or shit I already have, but I'm getting there. But yes, decent amount of hours playing Animal Crossing. I'm playing it every day, every morning when I wake up. Go out there and find a new gyroid piece, listen to Captain sing me a wonderful song, and it's wonderful. I still haven't even touched the DLC yet. Like, I was sorry, the actual paid DLC. I haven't even touched the whole go to work thing yet because I want to get my island squared away. I want to have a nice solid collection of gyroids. When I'm done with that, that's when I will dive into the next thing because from what I've come to understand, it's a lot. And I'm ready for it to be a lot, but I'm not there yet. But
right.
The gift that keeps on giving. So I mentioned before, I got the Zelda Game & Watch, which is really fucking cool. It's got a glowing Triforce on the back of it, which is awesome. Like when you turn it on, the little Triforce logo glows, which is great.
That is awesome.
It's much better than the Super Mario one, just content-wise. It's the clock that runs, you can just pick it up and start playing the clock anytime you want. So you're just
all right,
just on the screen, and you can just move around and beat up monsters. Like, okay, this is neat.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, there's a timer that you can set. So like, all right, I need to set a timer for 3 minutes. But then you like get into this survival mode with Link in Zelda 2 style, and like a bunch of enemies just start flooding the screen. You got to like beat as many as you can before the timer runs out.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool. It's a neat little bonus. But the stuff that impressed me the most was like, all right, so they announced it's got Zelda 2, and Link's Awakening on it. Cool.
Yeah.
But what I didn't realize is it has the American and Japanese versions of all those games built in.
Oh, shit. That's surprising.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a surprise to me, too. And what's even cooler is that it saves your progress automatically. Like,
oh, nice.
As soon you can switch back and forth like almost immediately and not lose any progress. So I'm doing like side by side comparisons. I was playing it with John a little bit yesterday and showing him like the differences between the Japanese version and the American version of Zelda 2. And because he saw me playing the Japanese one, he was like, this sounds like the boss music. It's like, nah, it's a different tune because they changed the music for the American release. Check it out. And then like within a couple of seconds, I had that exact same scene loaded up. So I'm like going back and forth because you press the game button and it just immediately goes back to the game selection screen. And no matter which one you pick, it puts you exactly where you left off. So like
That's
I can play
really
Zelda
cool.
for 5 minutes and then switch over to Japanese Zelda 2 for 5 minutes, then put a couple hours into Link's Awakening and then go right back to the other one with no like real menu navigating. It's just like right where you left off. It's really nice.
That's really cool.
And it's a pretty high quality screen, just like the Super Mario Brothers one. And it's not like the best way to play these games ever.
Of course.
Obviously, because it's a little tiny Game & Watch, but it's such a neat little doodad. And the fact that those games play so well, like I played not a bunch, but like I almost got to the first dungeon in Link's Awakening. I was like, this is great. And what else I like a lot about it is that it's the black and white Link's Awakening, which I very much prefer to the color one. And I know I'm in the minority on that one, but the color one's always bothered me, and I wrote a whole blog post about it last year about the colorization of that game does not look right to me, and it's that there aren't enough colors per sprite. So like Link looks like he looks the same as he did in the original black and white one. It's just the same green, but when they colorized him, it's the same. He's got a little green on his hat, but everything's green tinted. He has no skin tone like in the NES game. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's kind of one note, kind of flat,
like ZX Spectrum kind of stuff. Almost like it's not quite colorized. It is, but it isn't, and that's always bothered me about those games. They look like you look like you're watching Ted Turner's Colorized Classics. How's that for a in living color reference? But
my goodness,
it looks like you're watching an old colorized movie that wasn't done well, and it's always bugged me. Like, yes, the color dungeon is neat, but it's not life altering, and the Game Boy camera stuff is also neat, but again, it doesn't really. You're not that much worse off for not having it, but the art looks so much better in the original, like green and not quite black and white, but like off green and white. And black color that they had on the original Game Boy one, it looks so much better there because your mind.
That's what it was designed for.
Exactly. This stuff was drawn to look right in black and white.
Right.
And your mind can fill in what the colors are supposed to be, and nothing looks overly garish. Like, yes, everything's got these specific tones in it, but everything looks so much more cohesive. It's it was a real joy because I haven't played the black and white one in a long time because that's not what's been available lately. Like, the color one was on the 3DS Virtual Console. Obviously the Switch version is my preferred method these days. I know people had a big problem with some of the frame rate and stuff like that, and it's costing $60. Like, no, fuck that noise. That's a game. I'll pay whatever price you want for a fancy remake of that game. It's a masterpiece, and I absolutely love the Switch version. This one, it was really nice to play this original black and white one, and because as far as playing the original version of that game goes, that's kind of what I want to do. That's the version that I like. It just looks better to me.
Yeah, but, I mean, you like what you like.
Yeah, and I'm not wrong.
That's okay. Even if you are, it's fine.
But I'm not.
It's what you like.
That color one, and it's part of why I didn't like the Oracle games because they use the same exact visual style. I know you can do better than this on the Game Boy Color. I know you can. I've seen other games that were designed to be in color from the ground up, and this was. Whatever. It's a great thing. If you're a big Zelda fan, it's kind of crazy to not buy it. Like, just as a thing to have, that's a really just cool piece. The Mario one was a little bit more of a tougher sell. I wound up buying it just because, I was in the store and it was there. It's like, all right, fine, why not? I'll buy it. I'm a whore.
And you.
Exactly. I'm me. I'm a whore. But this one, I felt like I got my money's worth out of it, just from it being a nice thing. You can even take the packaging that it comes in, the sleeve inside the box folds into a display stand.
Like, oh, that's cool.
they really put a lot more thought into this one, and it's really nice. And I hope that they continue to make more of these things. Which I don't know. I've got some thoughts. We're gonna do we're actually starting a video thing for Nintendo Force that I'm going to be a part of. We tried one about Metroid Dread a week or so ago and lost all the audio. So
wonderful. Isn't that great when that happens?
That was a night down the toilet. It was really fun to talk to everybody about Metroid Dread, but yeah, those were some hours I really could have used to do some other things that I was behind on. And we're recording again tomorrow, this time, hopefully with all the stuff ironed out, and hopefully it'll take less time, which is, I couldn't say no, but also I'm a little behind on work this week, so yeah, that's what it is.
So I want to say no, but
I'm not gonna say no to doing video content for Nintendo Force. Hell no, that's gonna be great. We're gonna talk.
Who else is on the video?
It is Lucas, the editor, Lucas Thomas, editor in chief. Used to write for IGN. Jonathan Holmes is going to be on there, and I'm not sure who the other ones are yet. I don't remember who else has actually replied. Let's see. Brett might not be able to do it. There's Lucas, there's Jonathan, there's me, and I feel like there was one more person, but now I am not seeing another name. So, I don't know. I'm bad at email chains. I guess we'll find out tomorrow when I record. It'll be great. But we're all supposed to come up with...
We've all said that about you.
Yes, indeed. So the idea is we're all supposed to come up with ideas for what we want them to do Game & Watches for next. And I came up with some really stupid ones, so I'm looking forward to it. I also got assigned to review a Nintendo 64 Online, so that's going to be fun.
That's a weird thing to review. I get it.
Yeah, like it's a review and process kind of a thing, but like review what's there now. And I was told specifically not to pull any punches, so I'm like, I'm not gonna be. I have to be hard on it, obviously.
Can't be pulled.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be hard on it, but I'm also not gonna be as hard as a lot of people have been, because I think it's a little bit more complex than just no shit bad. It's not like we're talking about the GTA trilogy here.
Oh my god. Man, that's a whole other level.
That's a dumpster fire right there. I watched a little bit of that stuff today. I was like, wow, this because I remember when it first happened, the entire discourse was immediately console warriors like, oh, the Switch can't handle a PS2 game. The thing's so weak. And then a couple of days later, all those people got real quiet because it wasn't the Switch. It was everything.
It was all of it.
It's not the Switch. It's the game. It's trash. Wow.
Yeah, and it's weird, man.
We don't necessarily take a whole lot of pleasure in saying that a game that somebody put effort in is trash, but this is a lazy, arrogant piece of trash.
I just don't understand.
The only thing that makes sense is this is Rockstar feeling like they can just get away with whatever the fuck they want.
Or this is seeing how much they can get away with.
Yeah, maybe.
What if we do this?
Yeah.
What happens?
What if we put just the most minimum amount of effort into this, say it's the definitive edition, and sell 1 million copies, call it a day?
Yeah, man.
Because it's gross. It's
bad.
It is really bad. And we're not even talking Cyberpunk levels here, because at least that was a game that was horribly unfinished, but it was an original thing from the ground up that a lot of people were working on. You know what I mean? There was a vision there. It was brutally flawed and should not have been released in that state under any circumstances. This is 3 PS2 games that just got mangled,
that somehow look like N64 games now.
They look so bad, changes in art direction bad. They could have made a game that looked like the fucking concept art at this point.
Yeah,
and they didn't.
No.
My god, that just reminded me. I saw somebody actually make a mod? There was a mod out there for Final Fantasy VII where they replaced all the character models with like character models that look like the original artwork.
Oh, that's cool.
That was the coolest looking shit. It looked so good because it was still like the PS1 game, you know what I mean? It wasn't like Final Fantasy VII Remake, but it looked like the concept art, like all the character art in the game, and I was like, that looks so good to me. That looks way better than even the remake does with all of its fancy, hyper detailed graphics. Like, that looks so cool. I'd play that.
I would.
All right, now here's
like what.
No, go ahead.
So I was just gonna say, like, what's really shitty is that Rockstar is now like removing shit and threatening people with fucking like takedown notices and stuff because people are fixing their fucking broken game. And they're like, "Hey, stop it!" It's a bold strategy, Cotton. See if it pays off for them.
Yeah, and like they did the whole thing where they took the they took the old versions off of the shop and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you can't play these original versions anymore.
Yeah.
Fucking terrible. What a bunch of...
it's pretty shitty.
What a bunch of assholes.
What a bunch of assholes.
All right, so this is going to be an interesting conversation. I put some time into Psychonauts 1. I put probably about maybe like
never heard of it. Any good?
Well, I don't know yet. I put like an hour and a half into it. It's got a great setting.
It's a slow burn, man. Like, for sure. My
trouble is that I'm not finding it like the actual action of the game. I'm not finding that very fun to play. I can see why this was, because it's such a good setting. Like, the whole premise of the game is really cool. The problem is,
have you started powering up Raz yet?
No. I've got just the slap and, you know, a double jump or whatever it is, the little jumping off the orb thing. I did the first like chapter inside the teacher's head, the drill sergeant teacher guy, and then I went to go to the dude who looks like he's the X-Files looking dude.
Sasha.
I went to go do his experiments or whatever, and I got to that area and then something happened. I can't remember what happened. Crap, I can't remember what happened. But it has yet to properly grab me. And like, I don't want to give up on it just yet, because I know how much you love this game and how much other people love this game. And I want it to connect with me the way that it connects with other people, because it seems like the kind of thing that I should like. But so far, the actual gameplay itself, like, doesn't... It seems... I was having some problem with the platforming, like being able to tell where I'm landing and stuff like that. It's, you know, not doing the whole 3D platforming thing extraordinarily well.
I will
go ahead.
I will say that there are definitely some times where you're like, oh, this is an old game, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, like those moments definitely exist within Psychonauts. Certainly the original one. Where, like, I mean, that's one of the issues that, I don't know if it's just me, but, like, I've always kind of had issues with some Double Fine games of, like, man, you guys are real good at the concept thing, not so good with the making of the game part.
Yeah, concept is great, execution. Sorry, leaving a little bit to be desired. I'm not, like I said, I'm not quite ready to give up on it yet, but I don't know how far into it I'm gonna make myself get, you know, like I only have so many hours in the day to play games. And the other half of this equation is that, all right, so I played it 2 nights in a row. The problem is that when I went to go get the Zelda Game & Watch, Jedi Fallen Order was on sale for $20.
Ooh.
So I have a copy of Jedi Fallen Order for Xbox One on my shelf right over there.
Mm.
So, like, I want to give Psychonauts its due, and I want to get sucked into this game and like really properly understand it. But I also really want to play Fallen Order because you said a lot of great things about that game. And that like made me put it on my Christmas list. It's like, all right, this is at the top of my Christmas list. I want this game. But then Mike Sheridan started playing it, and he was like, dude, you have to get this game. Why haven't I
played this game?
Like, just get it, dude, do it. And I was like, I don't know. And then I saw it on sale, and I fucking bought it. And I was like, all right, I'm ready for this I'm ready for this, all right? It's an Xbox One-S, Xbox One game, you know? Here's a modern thing for me to put in my Xbox, and hopefully it sticks more than Horizon did on my PS4, right? It's Star Wars, it's right up my alley, it's been highly recommended, but I already started Psychonauts, and like, all right, so my question to you is, how long do I give it? Like, how much further in it should I get before I realize whether or not this game is for me? And should I still skip ahead to Psychonauts 2 at some point?
I mean, man, that's a fucking, it's a hard question, because like the game certainly gets better the more you power up Raz. There are some platforming concerns with the game that are just always going to be there. All
right, before you go further with that, let me clarify something. At what point will I care enough about the story that those problems won't bother me? Because when I care enough about a story and a setting and that other stuff, I'll forgive a lot in gameplay terms if it's in service of me finding out what happens next.
I think pretty soon. I think like another hour or so, maybe, because like you start to get some more backstory with Raz's family. You start to get some more intrigue about like what's happening and why he's there. You get some shit with Ford Cruller, which I think is really cool. It's I feel like
I hate
it's kind
that
of
bully kid. And not just like because you're supposed to hate the bully kid. He's just like everything he says is like, I don't want to listen to this. It's just ugh. The rest of the writing seems really good, and then like every time he talks, I'm like, this is such a shit character.
Yeah, I feel like it's close to where you're gonna care because you get some more stuff.
I just got to that big like ring of doors. Right? There's like a huge ring and there's doors everywhere. And it's like, you can only go in this one right now, which is your own head. And that's what I went into, and that's where I saved.
Yeah. Yeah, like you're getting close to some cool stuff, but like the beginning of the game is a little bit of a slog for sure. And like I said, like there are some issues with the platforming. Like it's Double Fine. That it is what it is. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like they're not the world's greatest game makers.
Okay. All right.
They make really good shit, but it's really annoying to play sometimes.
And you know what? That's fine if it's in service of me getting to the overall experience being something that I want to go through. You know what I mean? So I guess the next question is, if this game doesn't click with me after like, I don't know, another week, how will I feel about Psychonauts 2? Does that fix, like, is that just a better game to play? I have to assume that it is, considering how much newer it is.
I mean, I certainly think so. There were still some issues with like some of the platforming and the jumps and stuff. Just some of the issues that exist in like average 3D platforming spaces that aren't the most well made, but I thought the overall story was so great that it didn't really make much of a difference.
Yeah, I mean that game's on a lot of people's Game of the Year lists this year, and that makes me think that it's a genuinely great game.
I certainly thought it was.
There's a lot of those same Game of the Year lists are like, and fucking Call of Duty, and like.
Well, okay. I mean that shit, but like, I mean, you got to take those lists, obviously, with a grain of salt, because they got advertising dollars to concern themselves with, and we don't.
We don't.
You know, Psychonauts really is ultimately about the story at the end of the day. You know?
Mm-hmm.
You just got to get to that point. Like, I feel like it'll be very similar to how Hollow Knight was with you. Like, you're just going to be playing through it, and at some point it's just going to be like, yep, this is great. I don't think it's going to take nearly as long as it took with Hollow Knight.
All right, I will continue to stick with it then. And I will put off my Star Wars extravaganza until I am sure that I am done with Psychonauts.
Yeah, I mean, I do think you're going to like that Star Wars game too. I do think you're going to like it. I mean, but that Star Wars game, again, you're going to have... Man, that's actually a pretty good comparison. Like, some of the issues that I have with the platforming and stuff in Star Wars are similar to the platforming issues that I had with Psychonauts. Like, there's just some shit that in a 3D space I don't think works as well, but you got to do it, because how else are you going to do it, you know? You can't make a 2D game nowadays, but... But
I mean, just, you can, fucking Metroid Dread.
You can, but they don't. Yeah, I think you'll have some similar issues with that Star Wars game. Of like, I went for a jump, and this is fucking frustrating.
Yeah, like, I'm sure I will, but at the same time, I'm kind of hopeful that it's... I mean, I enjoyed Force Awakens enough that I played through that one top to bottom, so... This looks like a game that I will enjoy more than Force Awakens just from a gameplay standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it is officially canon as far as the story is concerned, so, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you're going to have some similar issues, but I think ultimately you will end up really liking both of them.
Alrighty. Well, I certainly have some good gaming in front of me, and I'm really happy about my Xbox One. God damn it. All right. Sorry. I was just scrolling through Facebook, as I tend to do while I'm yammering on this podcast. And I got to this. I saw this the other day. Sabotage Studio showing off the dynamic lighting in Sea of Stars. And I keep trying to make myself forget this game exists.
I know.
Because every time I see it, I want it more than anything in the fucking world. It looks so good.
I saw somebody... It's just relevant to that. So the Yankees are talking about trading for Matt Olson. He's a first baseman who plays for the Oakland A's. He's a really good player. He would be a really good fit for the Yankees. And as I was looking through Reddit, I saw somebody say, "I want Matt Olson on this team the way Headley Lamar wants fucking Rockridge." And I thought that was so funny. And I am now starting to think that you have not seen Blazing Saddles.
Oh God, I've seen Blazing Saddles, but it's been a while. I'm not connecting the reference.
The way Headley Lamar, the fucking, when it's Headley, that guy with the mustache and the gray hair, when he starts fucking like rubbing the statue and he's like, "Oh, I want it. Like,
okay, all right.
Jokes are way funnier when you have to explain it. But
it's one of those movies I should be way more familiar with. I have seen that one. It's not like the Rocky ones. You know, I'm not ashamed to admit the numerous important movies I haven't seen, but I have seen Blazing Saddles. It's just been a very, very long time, and I've only seen it like once or twice, so I don't have it memorized.
I just thought that was so funny. Somebody describing something the way Headley Lamar wants the town of Rockridge. I thought it was so fucking funny. Anyway. The listeners get it. That's why I like them. They didn't get the fucking rescue name until they saw the card, which was so funny. That was cracking me up when I was looking at that. When people were responding, I thought that was so funny. It works on so many levels.
Amazing, yes.
Such a clever name. I'm very good at naming things.
Oh boy, Spider-Man trailer's happening tomorrow.
Oh, I know. I'm not going to watch it.
I am.
I don't want to know anymore. I'm going to go see it. I mean, I'm not going to go see it, but I'm going to see it.
I might go see it. I went to go see, because we went to
see the Eternals.
A matinee to see Eternals, and there was, by the time the movie started, in the IMAX theater, there were 3 other people in the theater, They were each about approximately a half a mile away from us.
You're fucking sending carrier pigeons to send messages to each other.
We went into the theater, and like you walk in, and there's this gigantic glowing IMAX sign next to a door. So then we got the tickets, and they're like, "Do you know where the IMAX theater is?" I'm like, "Is it the one next to the giant IMAX sign?" Like, yeah, you just go over there to that sign and then make a left and go through the door. I'm like, "Thanks."
Oh, is that how doors work? Awesome.
I thought that was a supply closet. Silly me.
This is where we keep the IMAX screens. It's right here. This giant, so that the employees don't get confused.
God, and then we walked in there, and I was like, "Fuck me! I forgot how big these things are."
They are
holy
really
shit,
big.
And then we sat down, and then like the preview started, and I was like, "I forgot what it feels like to feel sound in my teeth." I just forgot how loud movie theaters were. Right? It's been like a year, and it's been a while since I've been to one, and damn,
I don't even remember at this point the last movie I went to see. I'm sure it was a Marvel movie.
We went to go see Black Widow in theaters, which wasn't that long ago. That was right before the Delta variant was like being a thing.
Yeah.
And then
I legitimately
we didn't get to see Shang-Chi in the theaters, which is a goddamn shame because that movie fucking ruled.
Oh my god, it was so good.
It was so good. It was
so
awesome.
fucking good. I fucking love that movie.
I'm so sad we didn't get to see that one in the theaters. I was so entertained by that movie. It was so good.
Tiff loved it. She hates kung fu movies.
It was just that awesome. You couldn't not love it. It was so good.
It's just that good. Who the fuck does Simu Liu think he is?
Hopefully someone who's going to stay in my life for a while.
Oh my god. It was so good.
Eternals was pretty neat too. It was a weird ass movie.
I mean, the Eternals is a weird ass franchise.
Yeah, it is. Like, they made an Eternals movie. Like, full stop. That shit was weird. There was all kinds of stuff going on. I was very entertained. It was a very interesting movie. Like, Eternals has never been my bag, and this movie didn't really change that, but it was the most entertained I've ever been by the Eternals, and it was very interesting. I liked the ending. The ending was very, all right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really interested to see it.
Yeah, no, it's.
I'm not going to the theater.
Recommend seeing it, and I mean, I'm glad I went to the theater to see it again because we did it in the middle of the day and nobody else was there, and we're both vaccinated, and I felt very safe. And it's definitely a visual thing. Like, there's a lot going on, and it's a very, because it's that Jack Kirby shit brought to life, which is not in. You look at those characters and they're like, we were just watching Justice League tonight with the kids, and like they were on Apocalypse. It was right when Darkseid comes back at the very end of the series. We only have one episode left, and like he goes to Apocalypse, and what's his name? The little mini Hitler guy. I can't remember his name. Baron Wunderbar, and Granny Goodness, and it's like, man, some weird ass character designs, and I love it. It's fascinating, but these are some weird character designs, and like they managed to make that shit fit into the MCU, like all these different characters, and went places I didn't expect. Like there were plot twists I didn't see coming. It's not like this unholy masterpiece or anything like that, but it's a really interesting movie, and I'm really interested to see where it goes with the rest of the MCU, because like, right, you get to the end of Shang-Chi, and we're watching the credits, and Karen's like, that was really cool, but I don't really see how it fits in with the rest of the MCU. And the post-credit scenes are just like, that's how. All right, cool.
That'll work.
Got it. I was expecting that with Eternals. Like, all right, so post-credits scene's going to tie this in, and then it kind of didn't, They were in space, and then all of a sudden there's other characters showing up on the screen. I'm like, okay, so they're either running into Thor or the Guardians and Thor all together because they're in space. But it was not. Somebody that had never been introduced to the MCU before, that I had never really expected to see in the MCU, and that was the post-credit scene. It's like, okay.
Son of a bitch. You're doing NFL Super Pro. I'm so fucking excited. Spoilers, sorry.
For a second, I was confused, and then I remembered what you were talking about.
I can't believe they did it, those beautiful bastards. Kevin Feige, you fucking madman.
There's a lot of balls up in the air of the MCU right now.
There really is. It's got to come crashing down at some point, but...
And I'm interested in all of them. Like, I don't know what's
that's the
going
weird
on
thing.
with, like, what's her face? Elaine from Seinfeld's putting together an evil, like a Dark Avengers team, clearly. Yeah. That seems to be going on, right? We've got the multiverse of madness.
Seinfeld. Fucking Julia Louis-Dreyfus, dude.
I know.
Elaine from Seinfeld.
That's just the way my brain connects people. I don't know. The fucking, what's this, Wanda's got the fucking Darkhold. There's a white vision flying around that's not... Somewhere. He's off doing some shit. We don't know.
Yeah.
And then you've got all this shit that happened with the Eternals, and now you've got, like, this whole group of people, like Hulk and Captain Marvel and fucking Wong, checking out the 10 Rings, being like, well, I don't know what this is.
This is weird. This is going to be a thing. And then you've got all the fucking TV shows coming. I'm so happy for Evan.
Oh my God. Yeah. It was
the She-Hulk shit.
Tease. Yeah, She-Hulk looks like fun. Hawkeye's like next week.
Echo? They're doing an Echo show?
I don't even know who Echo is. Who is Echo?
Oh my God.
They said they're going to introduce the character in Hawkeye.
She is, she eventually became, she started as Ronin, or did she become Ronin?
Oh, that's the girl in the Hawkeye show.
The Native American girl. She's deaf. Right, Daredevil's blind. She's been in a bunch of Daredevil stuff. She's fucking really cool character.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I'm really excited about her. And like more diversity. Yes, do it. Really excited.
Yeah. All right. Well, sorry to veer off into MCU cast here. We should probably take a break so that we can get to our very serious business, our Thanksgiving extravaganza, where we talk about video game birds that we want to kill and eat.
I just wanted to talk about video game birds.
Yeah, you were like, no. Best video game birds, and I'm like, no. I really want to talk
about like the bird from fucking Tiny Wings.
And you still can, all right. If that's the route you want to take,
that fucking bird,
go for it. You talk about the birds you want to talk about. I'm going to talk about the birds that I want to cook and eat.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
All right. You're listening to the Stone Age Gamer podcast from Geekade.com. Stick around. And now, here's a quick look at some of the other original content available now from our partners and Geekade.com. All right, I'm doing ads flying solo because I forgot to write them before we recorded, and I didn't want to keep Dan up all night. So, first up, Blaster Master may not be quite as prolific as other series like Mega Man or Castlevania, but for a lot of us, its NES debut was just as important. What some folks may not realize, though, is that Blaster Master had quite a number of releases in the years between the NES original and 2017's Blaster Master Zero Revival. Over the years, I've amassed a quote-unquote complete collection containing every game in the Blaster Master series, and with the release of the physical version of Blaster Master Zero 3, which I totally forgot to talk about on the show earlier, I took it as an excuse to take a trip down memory lane and examine what makes these games so darn cool. Have a look at Stone Age Gaming Complete, quote-unquote, Blaster Master Collection on the Stone Age Gamer YouTube channel. Next, you've heard of Purple Friday, right? I mean, who hasn't? Yes, I'm doing the same ad for a different colored sale, and yes, these colors keep getting darker. I wonder why. Anyway, from now through Sunday, November 21st, we're hosting our Purple Friday sale in celebration of this totally real holiday that everyone knows about. Save on pre-modded Saturn consoles, RetroTink 2X minis, Brook accessories, and a whole lot more. Head on over to StoneAgeGamer.com or follow the link in the show notes to learn more. Finally, the day we recorded this episode was the 20th anniversary of the Xbox. So naturally, we're over here talking about cooking up various video game birds instead of that because we're terrible at planning things. But over on the Waveback podcast, we don't have that problem. We actually did something about the Xbox's anniversary by listening to the music of the original Halo. It's a game that had more of an impact on the history of gaming than I ever could have imagined back in its day, and it honestly has a pretty solid soundtrack to boot. So don't miss Waveback episode 140, Halo Combat Evolved. For all this great content and more from us and our partners, be sure to keep your eyes on Geekade.com. Okay, we're back. We're a week out. When we record this, when this episode goes live, we'll be less than a week away from Thanksgiving. For those of you, our overseas listeners, it's the day where we celebrate dead birds.
That's right.
It's what it's all about.
It's all about dead birds and nothing else.
I'm very excited for Thanksgiving this year. I mean, it's tempered greatly by the fact that that giant fucking dog is going to be in my house.
Oh, that's such a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm not happy about it.
Not
happy about it in the least. But I've resigned myself to the fact that something I love will be destroyed.
Yep. Don't let it downstairs.
It will not go downstairs. Apparently the dog does not like stairs. So it's going to be outside as long as it's not like raining. And the idea was posed to me that we can get one of the gates out of my. I have my baby gates still.
Yeah,
and
good.
Just lock the dog in the laundry room and hope that it doesn't eat the washer or something.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely going to.
Yeah, it's going to destroy something, but that's just my life. But anyway, I'm excited about Thanksgiving because I love eating food, and it's going to be cool. I'm going to make bread. It's going to be great. But so we were trying to figure out what to do for Thanksgiving, podcasting wise, and I was just feeling very angry towards birds. So birds that I want to kill and cook and eat. Personally, I just keep thinking of that line in Die Hard where he's angry and he's like, "No, I'm gonna kill you, and I'm gonna cook you, and then I'm gonna eat you." I love Die Hard.
It's good. It's a good movie.
And that's how I feel about the birds that I'm going to talk about. But how many did you come up with?
I mean, I just had like a bunch of stuff that I was thinking about, like, because when I first started thinking about it, I was like, man, like, there's some really cool birds in like video game history. So I don't know. I had like a few. Just go. We'll make it work.
All right. Well, first off, this one is not one that I'm particularly angry at. I just think she looks delicious, and that's Kazooie from Banjo-Kazooie.
Kazooie was on my list. I don't love Kazooie. That game annoys me.
Kazooie. I don't like that game in the least, but the character itself, okay, she's fine. She can carry a bird on her back. A bear on her back. That's pretty goddamn impressive.
That is pretty goddamn impressive. I do think she looks delicious.
She does look delicious. I don't know if it's the red feathers or what, but there's just...
Yeah, no, I'm with you. 100%. 100%, I would eat that bird.
She's at the bottom of my list because I suspect she might be a little gamey because of how much muscle there is there, right?
There is a lot of muscle.
Unless, of course, that muscle is all in her legs.
Then they would be delicious.
Yeah, I mean, if it's just the bird legs and then like the rest of it's all like nice, soft, squishy meat, like, because like Banjo will, grab her by the neck and like beat things up with her, so she's probably naturally pretty tenderized.
It's a weird fucking topic. I didn't know how weird this was going to be. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's fucking weird, all right.
I'm not against it. This is fucking weird. See, I was gonna say like, man, you remember Beat? He was a cool bird. And then like we just talk about Beat for a little bit.
I'm not cooking and eating Beat. It's a fucking robot.
I know.
There's no meat there.
I wasn't thinking about the cooking part first. I was just like, there's some cool birds in video games, man. Like Beat.
You
Beat
and me
was
think
cool
about Thanksgiving
fucking bird.
very differently.
Yeah, I know, but like...
Do you walk into the kitchen and be like, that's a cool-ass bird?
That's a cool-ass bird. It's going to be in my belly. Yes, it's exactly how I fucking think about Thanksgiving. And how fucking dare you not think of it that way? You're the fucking weird one here.
Nobody's arguing that. I was just talking about how Kazooie is naturally tenderized.
Yeah, no, I know. That's fucking, yeah. And you're not wrong. That's like the weird part.
She
that
just
game
looks delicious.
She does look delicious. I would fucking eat her. I would. You know who I would eat?
Who?
It's because he fucking annoys me. Squawks. From Donkey Kong Country.
Oh my goodness. Really? Yeah, Squawks.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah.
Mostly because like
Squawks.
those levels pissed me off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The minecart levels. Like they were fun, but like they were also like, oh fuck, I hate this shit. If I
Similar
die on
to
this one more
Kazooie,
time.
though, Squawks has this weird thing where he can cough up. At least Kazooie's a she. I mean, I assume Squawks must be a she. I don't know. They both cough up an infinite number of eggs as weapons.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's really strange. I wonder how that would affect the whole cooking situation.
I mean, you would have a lot of eggs, which, as we discussed on the Discord this past weekend, I am an egg slut, so I am very happy about that.
Disgust being the operative word there.
How dare you fucking besmirch my sluttiness? It's not okay. I'm proud of it. Fine with it.
All right, Squawks.
Yeah, I don't know. Squawks always really annoyed me.
Green bird. I don't know how good pigeon tastes.
I mean,
is he a pigeon? No, he's a parrot. Squawks the parrot.
No, he's a parrot. Yeah.
It's not a pigeon.
It's pigeon.
Who eats parrot?
Who eats
is that
pigeon?
Legal?
Yes. I don't know. Maybe. It sounds like it should be.
Google, answer my question. Is it legal to eat parrot? No, not parrot fish. Parrot. Yes, you can eat any type of parrot species as long as it's properly prepared and free from any parasites or diseases.
All right, I'm eating some parrot.
It's not common.
I'll let you know how it is.
Yeah, let me know.
I don't imagine you're going to eat it.
No, I don't even know where I'd get one.
I'll just go to the pet store.
The pet store and be
pick
like,
one up.
Pull
Are
up a
you
chair.
interested in a new friend? No.
No, I'm interested in dinner.
I mean, yes. Was that the wrong answer, pet store lady? I'm not sure, but the look on your face tells me I said the wrong thing. Fucking pet store people. Anyway, all right, who else you got?
Well, this was really the reason the first thing that popped in my mind was that if there was ever a bird that I wanted to murder and then cook and eat, it's the birds from Ninja Gaiden.
100%.
I don't even care what they taste like.
No, doesn't matter.
It's the whole like Scott Tenorman thing, you know? And honestly, I don't even want to eat the birds. I want to feed one to another one. That's what I want to do. I want to cook the bird, and then I want to make another one of those birds eat that bird and realize that it's eating its own family. Those fucking birds from Ninja Gaiden are awful.
You eat your parents.
The tears of unfathomable sadness
that I have ever seen. Oh my god. I went over to my buddy Rob's apartment and he was like, yo, did you see the new South Park? It's like, no, I didn't fucking see the new South Park. Rob, what are you talking about? South Park hasn't been funny in years. And he was like, first of all, fuck you. Second of all, you gotta watch this shit. And I was like, all right, fine. And I was just like, oh my god. Dude, let's never piss off Cartman again. So fucking funny.
Yeah, I'm not a huge South Park fan, but that was a memorable scene.
Yeah, that's something.
But yeah, no, those birds from Ninja Gaiden, you know, I mean, maybe I wouldn't go so far as the Tears of Unfathomable. Maybe I wouldn't go Scott Tenorman on it because I don't think they'd appreciate it. You know what I mean? They're just birds.
No, they're just birds. What do they know?
So I mean, like,
Stupid
I would definitely like snap their necks, roast them whole, right?
Oh, of course. Not even a question.
And like I would do a bunch of them because there's a lot of those, right? So I would grab like some of the gray ones, some of the brown ones, and I would test many different recipes to try to get them as tasty as possible. And I'd be just very happy every time I would cook another bird. Like, fuck you. 4 units of health from a fucking bird. I can get stabbed and it will take away 1. I will get stabbed by a sword. 1 unit of health. A sword.
A sword in the gullet. These
guy
birds.
Killed me, Mal. Killed me with a sword. But no, the fucking birds. 4 times as much health as a fucking sword. Hate those birds.
Yeah, game's poorly designed. I like it, but it's a poorly designed game.
It's got some issues, for sure. All right, your turn.
The duck from Duck Hunt, just because I really like duck.
You know, I've never eaten duck.
No? Oh my god, it's delicious. Oh, it's so good. It's one of the only things I miss about living in Staten Island is that there's this sushi place, or like I guess it was just a restaurant. It wasn't just sushi, but they had a rock shrimp and banana sushi that was just fucking incredible, and they had really good duck. And like I would work my really shitty job in Brooklyn and drive home for 2 hours. The only thing that would like get me to not drive off the fucking Verrazano Bridge was 1, the unfathomable sadness of my family, but 2, and almost as important, the rock shrimp and fucking banana sushi and this duck from this fucking restaurant. You have to have some, Chris. It's delicious.
Okay, then.
Duck is great.
Quack.
It's so good. How have you never had duck?
That doesn't really... It just never really came up.
Again,
nobody's ever offered me duck.
You've never seen Rocky? You've never had duck? Man,
it's lived a sheltered life, Dan.
You really have.
I didn't eat rice until I was in my 20s.
That's so weird.
That was on me, though. I just thought rice looked disgusting.
Was it a Lost Boys thing?
No.
You're like, no, it's maggots? I almost said magnets, but I
have never seen Lost Boys, but yes, that was kind of where my...
I don't understand how that's possible either.
That was where my mind went. I was like, I feel like I'm eating a bowl full of maggots. I just know.
Oh, man.
Eventually I got over it. Rice is amazing. But
rice is so good.
Food texture issues. I'm a weird guy.
Yeah, no, I get that. Penny doesn't like rice. Because there's just too many of them. You know, she's like, it's just a weird thing for her like that. But
I had a friend who would only eat food in even numbers. I wonder how she'd feel about rice.
Probably really against it.
Probably.
Like, but could you eat an even numbered piece, like even pieces of sushi? Like, if you had to eat in even numbers, did it matter what was inside of it?
I don't think so. I think that would have worked. Because, like, she would eat nachos, right?
But only, like, 12 of them.
Yeah, like, what she would eat a bunch of the nachos, then she'd get to the end and be like, all right, I need to cut this one in half so that there's 2 nachos.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's, like, endless material for jokes there, but, like, that just sucks.
Yeah.
You know? God, I'm so... it's one of those times where, like, I'm very, very happy that I am not afflicted with any of that shit. My kids make fun of me all the time. They're like, Dad, you're the only fucking neurotypical one in the house. And I'm like, could you imagine if I wasn't? This would be so much. Oh my God. I'm a handful as it is, Chris. I feel so bad for that condition, man. That's just awful.
I don't know. It didn't seem too bad because, like, pretty much whenever you get down to the end of something, you can just cut it in half.
Just cut it in half.
Yeah. And that worked for her, so.
That does kind of seem like cheating. I got to be honest.
Hey, whatever gets you through the day, right?
That not to fucking, like, you know, belittle her condition. That seems kind of like cheating, but whatever. It's fine. Yeah, have some duck, Chris. Do it tomorrow. Order some duck.
I'll do my best. You got
a Chinese food place?
I'll fit it into my schedule.
Please do.
All right, it's my turn?
Yes. I bet you Ferg loves duck. Bet you he does.
All right.
Ferg's a big duck guy.
Okay.
I don't know why. He's classy. Duck's very classy.
Well, that's why I've never had it before. Have you ever known me to exhibit class?
All the time. One of the classiest fuckers I know, which says more shit about me than anything else, but whatever.
All right,
yes,
this actually just reminded me that there was another game that I've been playing a bunch of that I just totally forgot to write down. It was part of the N64 Online thing. I'd been playing a little bit of Star Fox around John.
Okay.
And we wound up playing some Star Fox 64, and then we wound up playing some Star Fox Assault for GameCube, which I'd never really played a whole lot of before, because I thought it was very slow. And I still feel that it's very slow. But it's pretty fun.
My opinion has not changed.
But I would murder and cook and eat Falco Lombardi in a fucking heartbeat.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
Well, I guess I should be thankful. Yes, Falco, you should. Because if you aren't, I'm going to cook you and I'm going to eat you. You arrogant prick.
Yeah,
what
I'm with
asshole.
you on that one.
But also, he's a human-sized bird. I'm not going to cook and eat Big Bird. I'm not a monster.
No.
But Falco, he's a pretty big bird.
He's like, what's that fucking... what's that Genesis game? Oh, where you're the fucking big eagle running around. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Echo the Dolphin.
Yes. Echo the Dolphin gets really strange in the back half of that game. It really kind of fell apart.
You become an eagle.
No, there's like, you're like this big fucking bird, and like you run around and you're shooting shit. It's like Alien something. Oh, man. I know you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Don't be a dick. How dare you? How dare you not pull this from my bullshit description? How dare you not be like, oh, I have 7 copies of it right here. I just knock shit down in my office because I'm fucking snapping.
All right, well, now I've got to figure this out. Let's see. Let's go to my Sega Genesis
Alien
collection.
Something. What games you got in the Alien variety?
Alien. Sorry, Alien 3.
It's not that one.
Is it Alien Storm?
Yes!
I don't see a single bird on the front of this box. I
Look
see
up a
dude in
screenshot.
red spandex. There's a really goofy looking robot with a laser whip, and then 2 slug monsters.
It's not Alien Storm.
And the dude's blowing up a fucking mailbox. That's hilarious. It's not Alien Storm, right?
I guess not. I thought it was.
That's all I got in the Alien department, unless it doesn't start with the word alien. Let's just search the word alien.
I'm gonna type in.
Nope.
God damn it! I feel like an asshole. I'm gonna type in Genesis Eagle Run and Gun Game. This is legit what I'm typing into Google right now. Oh, all right. So now I'm getting top 10 run and gun games. Oh, is this some imported shit that I'm like? No, here it is. I see it. I've played. All right, let me go to this website. Retro Gamer Randomness. That's a fucking terrible name for your website, sir.
I don't know. I think it's pretty good.
No, it's terrible. It's a mouthful. Alien Soldier.
Alien Soldier. I'm familiar with that game.
Soldier. Yes, Alien Soldier. It's a fucking Mega Drive game. I know that. I think I probably imported this shit because I saw it a while. No, it was on the Genesis, right? Alien Soldier?
I'm seeing a box for it, but...
Am I fucking crazy? I know I've played it. You're like a big fucking eagle.
Oh, it was released on the Genesis only on the Sega channel. I know this game. That's why I know it, because of the Sega Channel connection. I've seen this as one of those games that, like, you should track down and try this game because it was really cool, but much like the Mega Man game, it was only on the Sega Channel.
Oh, okay. So I just fucking downloaded it and played it that way. I mean, whatever. There's a large portion of games where I'm like, hey, here's a game you should play. cool. I'll totally do that.
Right. I saw a video on this like a couple of years ago, I think, of being like, yeah, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, this is a cool fucking game. You're big fucking eagle.
Yeah, you're like...
I know I'm not crazy.
Oh, yeah, you are a big fucking eagle. Look at that.
You're big ass eagle, just running around shooting shit.
Sega Channel's freaky, man. Like,
that's a whole podcast for another podcast.
What a great idea, but like the fact that you couldn't just buy these games in America because they were on the Sega Channel, like,
yeah, it's weird.
What the hell, man?
It's weird.
It's a cool ass game.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, that was fun.
A fucking detour.
That was your pick. All right. My pick is the Joust Birds.
Oh yeah, they were on my list too.
I mean, they're cool ass birds, but like you want to talk about feeding a family for a week. No,
gotta kill them.
That's a lot. That's a lot of bird. And like I'm assuming they aren't just straight up ostriches. They just looks like some weird ass birds. Yeah, I'm into that. I'd eat that.
But you won't eat duck.
I didn't say I wouldn't eat duck. I'm just saying the opportunity hasn't presented itself.
But you'd eat a big ass fucking ostrich. I mean, how much opportunity do you need? You need somebody to bring it to your house? You're a grown man. Just buy some fucking duck.
Why would I go out and buy duck?
Because it's delicious. That's why. It's so much harder to get ostrich.
I'm not going out to buy the ostrich.
I think, have I had ostrich? I might have.
I'm not going out to like find the fictional joust birds to fry them up. I'm just saying, if I had the opportunity, I would fry up the joust birds.
I've had an ostrich burger. I don't know if that counts as like eating ostrich, right? Because like it's in burger form.
I think good. That counts.
Yeah, it was
because
pretty good.
You're literally eating ostrich. I don't know why it wouldn't count.
No, I know. It just feels like it shouldn't. If you like put
because
something
you didn't put it in an oven and bake it and then like eat just the meat. No. I mean, with the joust birds, I mean, I'm thinking,
you need a big ass oven.
Yeah, you'd need a big ass oven. I'm thinking like, maybe burgers. Maybe that's the way to do it with the joust birds.
That
like,
might be.
Stick them through a grinder.
Yeah,
and then fry them up.
Delicious.
Yeah, I'm into that.
I can't believe I was able to get the fucking Alien Soldier through Genesis Eagle Run and Gun game. God damn it, I love the internet sometimes.
Nailed it.
Snailed it.
Joust birds, they look delicious.
No, 100% Joust birds, definitely on my list.
Hundo P.
Hundo P. You remember Dynamite Ducks?
I don't.
Okay. It was a fucking arcade Master System thing. It sucks.
Oh my god, it's spelled with an X?
Yeah, I hate the way it looks.
Dynamite, and there's like an umlaut over the U? What the hell is this?
I would totally eat him.
This was never released in the States.
That's fine.
This is released.
You didn't say I had to stick to fucking...
I didn't know. It's just I'm just explaining why I've never heard of it. Dynamite Ducks?
Yeah.
I gotta see what this looks like. This looks amazing. The hell is this?
Amazing, again, is a very strong word. It's a beat 'em up.
Well, that's the thing. Everyone associates amazing with good.
Which is why
it's just...
I know
I want something that will actually amaze me. Oh, wow, this dude looks fucking tasty.
Like red and yellow socks.
Look at this guy.
I know, fucking Colonel Sanders in there. It's weird.
Yeah, no,
it's a weird thing. Right? I need Dynamite Ducks. I don't know if that's his name. Is his name Dynamite or Ducks? I'm not sure.
I don't know. He's got some like Battletoad style giant fists going on here.
Yeah.
I feel like if you kill him at the right moment, you get a whole lot of extra bird meat there.
Eaten for a while. Was this game not... This was just Europe and Japan?
According to Wikipedia, yes.
Master System? Yeah. I don't know. I went through a period in time where I was like, I'm going to download every game for every system ever, including like Japanese and European releases and like all that shit.
Wow.
So
Master System, like I just watched a bunch of gameplay of the arcade one. The Master System port is very accurate.
It is.
It's a really solid port.
It's actually not a terrible game.
Doesn't look terrible. Looks weird.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
Yeah, okay, I'm into that. He's blue. He's got a bow tie. He's got enlargeable limbs. That seems like a real good possibility for some tasty eating.
I mean, I'll throw some of that fucking Costello's wing sauce on there.
Yeah, there you go. All right, how many more do you have? I only have one more.
I mean, I could keep this going forever. Don't fucking threaten me with a good time. I got the Angry Birds. I'll fucking eat every one of them. Make Dean real sad.
I would eat all of them. Oh, right, I forgot he's the number one Angry Birds fan.
I fucking eat Magica Dispel because fuck her. I don't know, there's a lot of ducks on here. There's a lot of ducks on my list. Mostly because I think there's a lot of video game ducks. You know? Like of all the birds. I'd eat Psyduck.
Really?
Corviknight, maybe?
I feel like Psyduck would wind up having some like weird side effects.
Yeah, it totally would. Maybe I get psychic powers though, like fucking no vegan diet, no vegan powers.
I would just get headaches.
Chicken's not vegan? I fucking love that movie so much. Oh, Scrooge McDuck?
No way, he's gamey as hell.
I fucking eat Glomgold. Fuck him.
Now you're talking. Glomgold. Yeah, he would be a tasty
I don't know.
bird.
I would fucking eat a chocobo.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, fuck chocobo. King Dedede? That guy's a dick.
Good old penguin meat.
Yeah, I'm sure penguin's delicious. Psychro? Fuck Psychro.
Ew.
He doesn't look tasty at all.
No, he does not look tasty at all. And like, I would kill him, but I wouldn't cook him up and eat him.
No, he looks like he'd get some sort of disease.
Yeah, that guy looks dangerous. No.
Yeah, wouldn't do it.
Not a good plan.
I think about birds that I know. Beet.
All right.
We talked about beet already.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not going to eat a robot bird.
I don't know, skatebird. It's a bird coming out. I might eat that bird. I don't know. The goose from fucking Goose Game, because goose is delicious as well.
You know what? I had thought about that one too, and then I said, no, I love that goose. He's allowed
I love that goose too. He's
he can
great.
go be an asshole all he wants. I'll eat another goose. I'll eat a titled goose.
What about the swan from the Unfinished Swan? Can eat a swan? That makes me a monster, I think. Oh,
like
what's that fucking weird game? You know the one.
Echo the Dolphin.
Oh, it's like some fucking Taito shit. Oh, I think you were talking about it. It's got like a kiwi bird in it.
Ivy the Kiwi? No, that's newer.
No.
Flicky was a Sega thing.
Yeah, no, fuck Flicky. Are you like a little kiwi bird or some shit? I don't know. Somebody fuck it. I'm not Googling again. Somebody, like, when we listen to this podcast, be like, oh, it's this asshole. I'm like, oh, thank you.
All right, well, my number one.
All right. Number one bird that you would like to cook and eat. Survey says.
And this is absolutely the Die Hard thing. I'm going to kill you, I'm going to cook you, and I'm going to eat you. It's fucking Ravenbeak.
Okay. You're feeling very strongly right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Why Ravenbeak so much stronger than the Ninja Gaiden birds?
I mean, because he's an asshole. Like, first off, the Ninja Gaiden birds, like I said, I would just kill them relentlessly because there's so many of them. Ravenbeak, you really have to earn that victory, you know what I mean?
Sure.
He's a tough guy to kill. And I would be very proud of that kill, and I don't think that I would want to see, like, you'd have to do it before he's... I don't want to spoil the ending of Metroid Dread. I assume you haven't beaten it yet, right?
No, God, no.
Yeah.
I bought Castlevania. So...
There's something wrong with you, that you're replaying Castlevania for Game Boy Advance.
I'm replaying Game Boy Advance Castlevanias when there's a brand new Metroid out. I know. I'm a fucking asshole.
Finish that goddamn game, you lunatic.
I know.
If I can put more time into Psychonauts, you can finish Metroid Dread.
You're right. Guy's such a cool design, though.
Oh, he's an amazing design. And doesn't he just look tasty? Look at those legs. Look how much... Oh. There is meat on that bird. Now, true, it's probably pretty gamey.
Oh,
right?
100%.
There's a lot of muscle going on there.
There's a lot of dirty meat there.
However, I feel like Chozo in general are probably delicious.
No, 100%. It's why they've been hunted almost to extinction.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Now, in Ravenbeak, there's not a lot of options for Chozos to eat, right?
No.
There's not a lot of them
left.
They
gotta eat each other.
Right? And Ravenbeak, he's got it coming. And I feel like what should happen is like Samus should have cooked him and eat him at the end. There should have just been a scene of Samus just sitting there devouring his carcass.
I don't even think she should have cooked him. Just fucking eating him. Like she just goes raw. And fresh Ravenbeak. It's delicious. This is by far the weirdest episode we've ever done. It's not even close, I don't think. I don't even think there's another episode. I can't think of it. The listeners are so much better at remembering all the weird shit that we've done than we are. Man, this has gone in some directions.
So strange.
I don't know. He looks a little stringy. Maybe might be a little stringy. Might be a little tough.
He might be, but you know what? I feel like he'd be worth it. Enough barbecue
Again, he
sauce.
Deserves it.
Enough barbecue sauce can solve a lot of problems.
That you throw enough fucking white sauce from a fucking halal place on there.
Or you know what? Let's chop them up, put them in some egg rolls, and eat them with some duck sauce.
Oh, let's fucking mix them with duck.
There you go.
A Ravenbeak duckin'.
Oh my god.
A Teray duckin'? I don't know.
So let's see. We're gonna stuff Falco. Well, no, we're gonna stuff. Some Ninja Gaiden birds into Falco, into the Joust birds, into Ravenbeak.
Yep, 100%.
What do we call that? The Ninja Lombard doused Ravenbeakuckin?
Yes, it rolls right off the tongue.
Oh man, it's not okay.
Oh god damn it! Fucking weird ass topic.
I'm done. I'm out.
My idea was so much more wholesome. I'm just gonna be like, "Hey man, remember Beat?" And you're gonna be like, he was fucking great." That was my topic.
Yeah, I love Beat in a bunch of gravy.
Oh, Jesus. Fucking bunch of oil. Just coat them up right.
Mm-hmm.
Deep fry them in motor oil. Alright, yeah, I'm out. This is fucking weird. This is a weird ass topic. God damn it.
Oh, good lord.
Man, we might be out of shit, Chris.
Nah.
This might be time to start over.
This was a great... Yeah, that's right. Just like the years.
I'm not saying stop. Don't please.
Just start over. We're going
gonna
right
go
back
and
the
have
very
the
beginning.
fucking Konami Capcom debate.
It's actually not a bad idea. Go back and start repeating our old topics.
No, it's not. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Why? So Ravenbeak has to be like in the next Smash, whatever that is, right? He would be a cool Smash fighter.
He would be a cool Smash fighter. I'm pretty sure he's a dude. Pretty sure he's a dude.
He feels like a dude.
Yeah.
Gruff
tastes
and manly.
like a dude.
Stop it. Fucking psychopath. Jesus. You can find us on most forms of social media, though I don't know why the fuck you would want to. This is the type of shit you can expect. If you're a new listener to the show, we're sorry. It's usually a little more focused, though not much. This one was just a little left center. This episode is very much like that one picture in your house where like all the other pictures are great and there's one where you're just like, that one's a bit off. That one's leaning slightly to the left, and I fucking hate it. Oh, shit.
You know who else I would fucking eat? That owl from Ocarina of Time.
Oh, what the fuck was that thing's name?
Kapora Gabora, and I would do it just to shut his fucking beak. Name.
Yeah, shut his beak up.
Just shut up. I will cook and eat an owl.
I don't think you're allowed.
I don't think they have jurisdiction in Hyrule. There's no bird police in Hyrule.
Oh, God damn it. All right, good night. It's been fun. Love y'all. Wonderful.
Oh, God. All right, man. That's our show.
Better be.
Join us next week when we'll be doing a little Black Friday celebration. We'll be talking about the games. We'll talk about our wish lists, good things. This is what we're doing, the stuff that we want to buy. I think that's what we were planning on, and then we're going to do the gifts for other people later. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
It'll be fun.
Next week is all about us, you pricks.
Next week it'll be great. We'll talk about, video game cows we want to eat. Much shorter episode. All right, we're on most social media platforms.
I doubt it. Don't challenge us, Chris.
I mean, not all right. Yes, we could keep talking about pretty much anything. I'm just saying there are fewer video game cows than there are video game birds.
Are there? I don't know that that's true.
I feel like it must be true.
I mean, like,
there's the cow and Earthworm Jim, and I can't think of like too many others.
If you wanted to say definitively, like, there are less video game octopi, be like, all right, cool. I'm 100% with you on that. Cows, pretty ubiquitous.
I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess if you count the numbers of cows in like a Harvest Moon game, but then there's also chickens and stuff in there. I'm sure there are more birds.
Oh, why didn't we fucking say chicken from Harvest Moon? That was right there.
That's too bland.
It's just too not boring. That funny, I guess.
I eat chicken for breakfast. We're on most social media platforms, and if for some reason you want to get in touch with us after this, we aren't very difficult to find. All it takes is a quick look at our show notes, and you'll see links to our social media accounts, as well as all manner of other fun stuff like a link to our namesake, StoneAgeGamer.com, the Geekade Patreon, which helps keep this show running week after week, and more useful links than you can shake a drumstick at.
Oh, there you go. Well done. There it was. Circling, land it.
This show's theme song, which I'm sure if Ollie heard this episode, he would rescind, Squared Roots, was written by Banjo Guy Ollie. You can learn all about his wonderful music and more.
I want him to make a Chicken Ears version of it. Do you ever see the fucking Chicken Ears?
No.
So funny. Jimmy Kimmel had, the Lumineers song, that Hey Ho Hey song?
No, I don't know what a Lumineer is.
Oh my God, you're so out of fucking touch. Shit was like 10 years ago, too. Anyway, there's a really popular indie band called the Lumineers, and they had a song called Hey Ho or Ho Hey. I don't fucking remember. Ho Hey, I think.
Is that the Stomp Clap song? It's just a bunch of people like stomping and clapping and saying hey ho and you belong with trees and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that one. Yeah, right. So you know the song.
Yeah.
All right. So Jimmy Fallon had like Nick Offerman and a couple other like funny people dressed up in chicken costumes, and instead of saying ho and hey, they just came out and gawked. It was very funny.
One of my favorite jokes in Dragon Ball Z Abridged is when Krillin was pretending to be a majestic space duck. What plan? All you've been doing is quacking, and we're still alive. This show's theme song, Squared Roots, was written by Banjo Guy Ollie. You can learn all about his wonderful music and more by following the link to his YouTube channel, also in the show notes. And finally, as always, we'd like to thank our intrepid editor Evan, for making this show quote-unquote listenable for all you folks.
You got some work cut out for you. You got some fucking recutting Rocky IV work this week.
And we'd like to thank all you folks for listening in the first place. That is it. I still think this was a great idea.
This was. Would you eat Billy Hatcher? I know it's a kid dressed up in a chicken costume, but fuck that game.
I might draw a line on that one. I'm not saying no.
I'm not saying just definitively no.
I gotta think about it. Depends on the smell.
Maybe if you got me drunk first.
If he's been in the oven for a couple hours and it smells good, I might go for it.
There's no fucking Animal Crossing villagers you would have eaten?
Nah. Oh, you know what? What's her name? The crack the egg into the bowl from Parrot the Rapper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's got it going.
Yeah. Jesus. That was fucking lecherous and violent.
Well, yeah, that's it. We need to get out of here before this gets any weirder. Thanks for listening, everybody. On behalf of Dan and myself, keep eating birds.
Fuck, I love Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.